Hello, welcome to this channel. If tonight's your birthday, I would like to just start off right away by saying happy birthday. This bird right here, who is very testy because she is on my head and she doesn't want me to move her. Her name is Vocals. And we have another bird over here, Guitar. We'll bring her maybe in later in the video. She's nibbling on her food. Tiger, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So, tiger. Tiger, fire. Strength, will, stealth, invincibility, passion, yin and yang. And I actually have the yin yang symbol on myself tonight. Okay, so balance. I feel like you're going through you're emerging out of a time where it was like the dark night of the soul. And I feel like you have a sense of rebirth. Okay, there's a sense of rebirth, deep awareness, a calibration of one's soul alignment with their higher self. Integration levels of consciousness, shifting from emotional triggers to a more authentic self. Ego has begun to relinquish control, allowing the soul to take the lead. Responding to life in a more grounded, aware space. And then for the tiger itself, the tiger is this balance of the dark and light stripes, right? So there is this balancing energy going on within who is coming to this, where you're balancing the light and the dark within yourself you're slowly, pace by pace, emerging out of a dark night of the soul and more into this enlightened space. So, dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So, love. I feel like there's this emotional chart where in the lower vibrations you see, shame, anger, fear, all these things, right? But then in the higher vibrational spaces for the emotional spectrum, for that level that you're able to maintain moment to moment, I feel like you're resonating at a very high frequency. Is it love and above? Because love is the highest frequency you can be in. You're not that, you're almost there, is what an energy is saying to me. It's like, yes, this is an energy that you spike to. And we always run through the spectrum of emotions, but your energy, your vibration is actually raising to that vibration of love and above. And I just have notes just so I don't miss anything, because I got busy little cockatiels that keep me distracted because they eat my cards. And I have to wrangle them in a little. Silly girls. So we have the deer, which is gentleness, grace, beauty, healing, caring, sensitive, swift, cautious. This could also be referring to plant knowledge or knowing what's essential on your healing journey. So anyone who comes here, we all have a healing journey, or a journey where we maintain our well-being. So recently you could be coming into further information about what is essential to your healing journey. how do you need to maintain yourself every day to keep yourself more grounded within this new space and moving away from that dark night of the soul where, you know, maybe something was keeping you more locked in, boxed into your energy body, where you were more boxed in. And then we have bear, our grizzly bear, power. I feel like you're coming into your power. I feel like your energy is rising. Power, fearless, strength, perseverance, commanding, protective. And there's this energy of a recluse in the winter. And when I read that, I wrote it down because I feel like during the winter time was when you were going through your dark night of the soul. And who knows how long you were in that space of the dark night of the soul. A while. A long while is what I just heard. I heard a while. Pretty good along how that would resonate. But we have bear mastery. Bear mastery reaches full potential after many lives dedicated to the inner journey. At that time, the soul bursts into the light and becomes a gift to all who are fortunate enough to know you. So you're reaching this level of mastery. You've gone through the spiritual journey and perhaps have, you know, gone through and come out the other end several times. And that's right. I just had this energy feeling of like, yep, that's right. There was this word that I actually thought of that I wrote down in the reading for last night, actually. And if you want to check that out, you can. Where it was this word of original. You're an original of some sort. And I wrote down a state of unity or connection with the divine. So something to do with original. Knight of Cups. That would be the next card. So Knight of Cups, present position, emotional offerings, speed, a new source of inspiration on your spiritual path, enjoying the process as it unfolds, and there's this energy of pace yourself, right? It's not a race. There is no actual end goal in the whole sense when it comes to a spiritual path. Well, there's the enlightenment. Yes, there is an end goal. Somebody was like, yes, there is. But there's no, your journey is your journey and you will get there is what I guess I was trying to get to. So 3 of Wands, expansion, growth. Expanding spiritual practice, using your energy to work with others. Maybe waiting for the right opportunities to come to you. In the meantime, using your energy creatively. Also, possibly you're going to be traveling. So you've got your present position of new sources of inspiration for your spiritual path. This could be meditations. This could be just a lot of information. There's so much out there, and you're using your discernment, and you're probably combing through. But there is something that has really come in that's really made a difference for you, and I want to say it's meditation. The birds are throwing objects inside of their water dish. It's so cute. I should be recording them. I do that too. So, for your destiny, you have the King of Pentacles, which is financially stable, driven, generous, fully stepped into your leadership role. And that's what your destiny is to be financially stable, to be able to take care of yourself. the little bull type things around them. I think of gargoyles when I'm thinking of that. And it's like, I feel like you're spiritually very protected. And it's not just your spiritual, it's your physical too. I feel like there's energies coming around you to assist you where they are leading you towards this, financial stability. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, and this is an energy of your distant past. So in the distant past, you had success, new doors opened, and you established your presence, sharing ideas. There was there could have been prosperous expansion, or this increased confidence to grow and expand in many ways. And I think about this card as a collaboration card, or this could also be a symbolism. It's like or an engagement, but this is like a collaboration with the universe, with the all. You've been collaborating with the universe, and through that collaboration, I feel like new beginnings are on their way for you. So, in the recent past, you had inspired action, personal power. You have begun to... See, there she goes. She just wants to eat it so bad. That's all she wants to do. She's not giving it to me. She's like, no, she doesn't like it when I do that. Look at her. Okay. Her name's Vocals. She's like, I get to eat the card. Are you sure, Mommy? No. No! She's such a goofball. Okay. So, starting down this new path, okay? You could be coming into a business type role, or this is like your masculinity honing in on something that's going to bring an abundance. Because the Emperor, that's what the Emperor is. We have the Empress. She's that luxurious energy where she don't work, she manifests. Things just kind of come towards her. But in a balanced form, we have that feminine master manifester. However, we also have that masculine entrepreneur, determined go-getter. We have all these passions and purpose and all these things. And I was thinking about how you have this path for your soul, your life's purpose. So this could be you in the recent past truly giving your focus, your perseverance towards something that I feel may envelop in your perception that it is your life's purpose. And then influences moving towards the future is this Page of Pentacles, which is inner child urging you to plant seeds, solid new beginnings of seeds of prosperity, starting down a new path, new beginnings, gift from the universe. And I love what comes out next, because you see this page holding the pentacle, right? And then the next card it's this perspective of what's coming in for you. And then we see this page with the pentacle in his hand, and even though it's a page, clearly, it had, solid energy within it. And this new beginning that your inner child urged you to plant those seeds, well, one of those seeds comes into fruition as a raise in finances. This could be a sudden windfall through what you're working on, or this could be a start of money coming in for you. This could be a new job. However, I already see in the recent past you've started something that is work related, I feel. This is you being your own business person in some fashion. And then you had this page, which was your inner child working through your masculine energy of that go-getter energy, and it led to planting a lot of seeds, which is bringing in a new level of abundance for you. A bird on my head all day long. All day long. It's the best life because they're the babies. They're my cute babies. Love my birds. So then now you have 3 aces on the table, just to say. So you got lots of new energy coming in for you. So in your environment, you have this new love, or there's this new level of self-love. There could be this new relationship coming in for you, and it could be work related or love related. I'm getting this insight within me right now that it's love related. You're bringing in new love, and I feel like there's gonna be an engagement of communication between you and this new energy. It's gonna call for you to make, to respond quickly, like not quickly, obviously, but to show interest, I guess. There's this clarity also around new ideas. Moving into your emotions, we have the Justice, which is truth and balance. You feel balance. Any disagreement is easily being resolved with clear truth. So I think about how this level of the justice is served. So I feel like in your emotions, that's what you're feeling. You feel like justice is served in your life, where you are now winning in life. Maybe you left a cycle where you weren't sure, like, is spirit on my side? But it's something I've recently thought about, or I've gotten a deeper understanding about, is when we face things that are challenging or we perceive them as bad, those things are actually leading us down our proper paths in an unfortunate way, I guess, depending on the situation. It's like this gift through challenges, because this is a school, and that's why we're here to learn, which if you're here, you already know that. We have the Star card, so maybe this is a confirmation for someone. Have you left the dark night of the soul? Have you started a new cycle within your spiritual journey? Yes, you have. Returning to a state of flow, of continuous progress to maintain divine flow. This renewal of faith within yourself, within the universe itself. And then I think about how we can get into that flow state, but I feel like you're progressing to where now you're maintaining your flow state a little bit more effortlessly and easily than ever before. We can do a moon card. My cards are a little gathered together over here because I was protecting them from my bird. She was determined. Energies around. Can you help me get the right moon card for this reading, please? The right moon card. Okay. Here you go. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So you're putting the work in, and that new energy, that coin, that Ace of Pentacles, that's what's coming in. Your work is paying off, and the proof of that will be manifesting into your life. How long? Shortly. Nah. Don't expect, just be, is something I would put out there, because I don't want to put a time. I wanted to say shortly, and there was just like this. It's not exactly shortly. It depends on how you perceive that word. So there was this energy of that's not really an accurate word. But I don't think it's a long time either. And then I just got that. It's not a terribly long time either. It's just to not give a false space for time. Fighting for love or ardent declarations may hide unfaithfulness. So you got the goat, which for me, it's like the greatest of all time type of energy. Fighting for love and ardent declarations may hide unfaithfulness. I feel like fighting in general, if you have to fight for love, it's not for you, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. If you have to fight for it when it comes to love of another person, I just don't feel like, and that may hide unfaithfulness on yourself. So if you feel like you have to prove yourself to someone, to feel loved, then it's not love. It's, I don't know what the word is. It's trying to make a cube fit in a circle is the best way I can put it. Because if somebody doesn't love you free-flowingly, because I feel like who is coming here, you love free-flowingly, like you, or whoever is coming here, you're a loving human being. And if you're attached to someone who has you feeling like you need to prove your love to them consistently, there's some energy where they put that energy into your mind, working with meditation to clear that out of your system so that energy is no longer an issue, because you would want to let those people go or that person go, and allow for people who actually do love you, and you don't have to try so hard or work so hard to receive love. Because love, if you're able to give love, then you should be able to receive love. And if you're always the one giving and no one's sending it back, or the ones that you're giving it to consistently aren't sending it back, it's okay to consciously detach from those energies and choose yourself, because this is our lives. Like, this is my life. Vocals, that's her life. If I was treating her anyway bad, I would expect her to cut me out of her life. But sometimes making room and eliminating people that aren't for you just creates that space for the new energies to come in. And it's more within your being. It's not like you have to throw people, you're done, I'm done with you. It's really an energetic thing, especially depending on the person that you're trying to basically separate out of your life. So then we got the 42 ideals of Ma'at in daily life. And I am going to shuffle the cards, and these are really beautiful. These are the confessions. These are Egyptian commandments. Thank you. One of my favorites. I spread joy. I spread joy. And maybe I just had this idea because I was thinking about my daughter when I would have her write joy. Maybe even writing down as like a spell, like cast a spell on yourself and say that I spread joy or I am joyous, and write it like 108 times if you can, to bring the programming through so that you actually find the resonance to it. I spread joy. $21. 3. That's right. 21 is my birthday day. And when you combine 2 and 1, you get 3. And we're talking about someone going through a spiritual shift in their journey, raising their vibrations. And it's this, the 3 reminds me of the Trinity. Rest in peace is a sentiment offered at the end of a life to express well wishes for a slumber undisturbed. One can't help but wonder why in waking life we aren't wishing everyone to live in peace, so as to be awakened undisturbed by notions of the end, daydreaming fully alive in a state of joy. To awaken to joy and live in the language of ecstatic expression is to drink in the dance of life and hydrate the soul with happiness. William S. Burroughs, a controversial postmodernist writer from the Beat Generation, theorized that language was a virus from outer space. A virus, by definition, is a small infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells of other organisms and grows and evolves by spreading from host to host. When information goes viral, a bit of news or a new idea spreads with mimetic movement and seems to reach critical mass faster than the speed of light. Laughter yoga, or Hasya yoga, posits that by practicing prolonged periods of voluntary laughter, you can receive both psychological and physiological benefits. And when done in a group setting, laughter that starts out forced eventually becomes infectious, and the unleashed joy becomes contagious to all who participate. Looking to joy as a practice in living fluently in the idealized language of light is the embodiment of ecstasy, rapture realized and revealed within a rapport that refreshes. Becoming fluent in the language of spreading joy is an exercise in belief and a study in movement. Dance and movement are an effective way to find communion with the divine in an awakened dream state, and have been a tool for connecting to altered states of consciousness for over 40,000 years. So dance and movement leading to connecting to altered states of consciousness. The Egyptians held ritual dances for both funerals and festivities in high esteem. For Native Americans of varying tribes, dance is not only amusement, but also for ceremonies to honor and heal, to offer prayers of gratitude for victory, and to unite the community. When viewing the body of our own great work as the structured communication of cosmic elation, you become a host of happiness, spreading lightheartedness and your own mimetic momentum. Live in peace and extend the information of an idealized existence to the lives you touch, and the joy you allow to go viral through your own embodied expression of infinity effervescing. Wow. And doesn't she look like she's floating away? It's like that raising of your vibration, being in that love. And I see the triangle behind her, and she's just this light around, that she's this like light being within herself. And your spiritual maturity is really reaching a special peak. I'm just looking for a second before I end everything. So, congratulations on leaving the dark night of the soul. I am right there with you. It's like a day, you start to feel it, and it can feel kind of where you can be in stagnation at times, but you're really not. I feel like this person I'm reading for, though, is already really engaging themselves, and you're about to receive you're about to receive a new source of income through work that you've already been putting in. 3131, as I said that, so that's 44. So 44 could be significant to this message. And I would like to just say, live in peace, and thank you all for coming to this message. And those of you that are I feel like it's a collective energy. I follow the planets a lot lately. It's like watching the news, only planetary news. And this runs right with what's going on in the sky. So, congratulations and have a beautiful life. Thank you.